Okay, everyone. Hello. We are here with some lore videos by our favorite Night Slayer slash Slime Tensei. So, we have Raiden May tonight. We're gonna watch two videos alone, and then I have several other videos that we're gonna do on these as well. This is the second video actually. So the first video is going to be this thing right here. And let me make sure I can see all chats. My volume is good. Okay, let me mess with Kick, making sure it will update. Okay, here we go. Oh, as always, we will subscribe. Zach M is the maker of this video, so 5 years ago, 10K views, not bad. Better than anything I've done. Although, no, well, I got 20. I have 21K on an AMV I made, so not better than anything I've done, but better than any informational video I made for sure. All right, so let's see what he says. This is 5 years ago though, so hopefully the information hasn't changed. But yeah. May and Kiana, looks like. Theater of Thunder. So this was like pandemic time that this video was made. Okay, a theater girl unknown to her, this peaceful, merely fucking fate. What you're about to see is this girl. Music's nice. Well, May's lunchbox is so small. Of course. I'm guessing this is far less of a lore video than is, but we do have an actual lore video from the actual Impact 3rd channel. But yeah, okay. I thought this was going to be total lore. I mean, I get the videos and then I watch them upon request, guys. Alright? Alright. Did you cook everything? Please help yourself if you don't mind. Yay, you're the best. Can I come visit your manor? How about me, Corp, Faye, Rumor, the house? Okay. We all like you. That's what it says on the board in the background. Of course, you're all welcome anytime. That looks like some good food, though. For the last couple days, I had to starve myself because of medical stuff so that they could, like, look through my intestines and stuff. It's really weird. I'm not going to get into it. But, every time I see food right now, I had, like, 2 dinners tonight. I'm probably going to have a third before I go to bed. But, and I'm not overweight or anything. It's just I haven't eaten in days. It's been a thing. So, any food looking stuff, I'm just like salivating over. The family hurt. Her father was the owner of a large enterprise. His days consumed. Is this actual facts or is just made up for the video? Time with his daughter. Even so, the girl did not feel what she had. Sword Master Homer, I hereby challenge you to duel. My father once said a tenacious heart is stronger than the sharpest of blades. I will never give up, no matter how many times I lose you. Okay. Oh, you have spirit? Show me what you've got. This looks like something from Five Nights at Freddy. I'm just saying right now. Raiden Mei Hushu Unleashed. Animation well done. Especially for 5 years ago. Well done. I finally won for a YouTuber. Yeah. Look at the time. I must hurry. Dad said he's returning for dinner with me. I didn't expect her Kendo to involve so much in only a few weeks when I was away. So proud of her. That must be her dad. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, my kick just updated, so let's see. You remember? Yeah, this is official. It's in-game even for the lore of Raiden Mei at the time. Kokolia framed Raiden Yoma, if you remember. Yes, I do. Male's father. That's why Raiden Mei became jaded. Okay, makes sense. Look at the smile. I better not let her discover that I'm the sword master of her. Okay, so this is Raiden Mei's story. The girl lived every day blissfully, however. The horrible incident must be the framing. And yeah, everyone's messing with her deaths and no one likes her anymore. Did you see the news? Yeah, so I do remember Mei talking about this in a scene with Kiana back in the used to be their home. I did remember that they had a conversation and that she was that even though her dad was cleared or whatever, no one believed them. So this year, male court jailed. I heard they froze all his assets. I thought her father was someone worth representing. She's been living lavishly on embezzled money. Disgusting. You want to have lunch with me? Oh, this is so sad. I'm not gonna lie. This is like the saddest thing I've ever seen, especially for a kid. This must be how people who do embezzle money and then everyone finds out because everyone's mad, right? You stole several people's money and everything, so you've hurt several families and stuff. Let's say the kid who had nothing to do with it goes to school, right? And all those other kids don't like that kid anymore because their families were victims. But this kid had no thing with this or whatever. And this is sad. Now, May's situation is different. Her dad is actually innocent. But still, it's... I feel for some of these kids that their parents are actually guilty of these things. You've misunderstood. My father is not a criminal. He can't be. Oh, look, she's crying. Oh, my goodness. Only did it dawn that the girl was never the chirping bird she believed she was. She was only a crow holding a chunk of meat in her beak in the eyes of others. Interesting. When those surrounding her discovered the meat in her back was gone, they all flocked away. The meat in her beak, not her. So, Master Homu, why haven't you shown up lately? Could it be he hates me as well? Okay, so that was Swordmaster Homu earlier, not her dad. What's that? This is no. Dad? The girl realized at the very moment that her heart was firm and strong. Okay, so Homu was her dad. And that's why he hasn't shown up, is because he's in jail. Okay, so I was right originally. It was her dad. We're good. I was right. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so. Alright, let's check this out. I like the music. Okay, swelling malice engulfed the gore like a mire, social animation, play, school bullying, the malice crushed, gosh, suffocating her. Yeah, this is when she gets really depressed and Kiana saves her. Wait. Like, May was in a very dangerous place, and Kiana stopped her from going over the edge. Metaphorically and literally. The light was warm, bright, and drilled into darkness to shine her as if there's Kiana. Telling her that she was not alone, the girl would never forget that she met her. Oh, this is so sweet. May, look, what's that? May-senpai! That was really bad. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. This is so good. Did you make it yourself? Yes, I did. Yum yum. It's the best. You mean it? Of course, so much better than the ones I made. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of like 2 or 3 chapters ago when we had that Naruto fight in HI3. And, well, actually before that fight, where Kiana pretends to like May's cooking because she can't taste anything and she doesn't want to scare May over there. So she says that I love it, the spices are great. And May knows she's lying because she used sweet peppers, not hot peppers. So there's nothing spicy in it. Isn't this all burnt? Just looking at your lunch makes my mouth water, so I can't. Okay, I'll prepare your portion from tomorrow. Yippee, I knew playing cute would work. I want salmon and got it. And tamagotchi. Oh, how about... I'm not done yet. Anytime you want. Perhaps that's what sparked the greatest interest in culinary arts. For she, when food was not the solely satisfying hunger. Oh, it's raining kittens and puppies. Kiana. May, why are you still here? Does that mean you forgot your umbrella? Yeah. Here, take mine. But Vienna, wait, you'll catch a go. I really think it's funny in anime and everything. See, in America here, we're not scared of the rain. In fact, when you live on a desert planet like Hinkley does, you value the rain. When it falls, you go outside and you go touch the rain. But in Japan, or at least in these anime, I don't know, like, the general population in Japan, what they think about rain. I know a lot about Japan, but not this. In anime, though, it's all like, don't go outside, you'll catch a cold. And if they do get hit by rain, they go and take a hot bath or a shower. It's really funny how anime treats it. And I literally just, like the rain, and I probably won't take a shower till, I go to bed that night. But that's just me. We don't tough so that's not a problem. We can share an umbrella. It's too funny for years. Shark discovery, friend before, blah blah blah. Friends. This is really cool how it's made. Did you know that May's father is still go? So he is guilty of it. Look at Kiana over here. This is hilarious. I wish I could zoom in for you guys, but that is hilarious. Remember May crying he was wrong? I say she says accomplishment. Why would a kid even know how to do that? Oh, stop. what? That doesn't have anything to do with me. Of course it does. I'm her friend, so I gotta protect her. You're her friend? Great, you're going to be in the open bars too. These are some means, kid. Say that again. Yeah, it's okay, let's go. I wasn't hurt. No, I'm gonna slug him so hard that they'll beg for your forgiveness. I'm not gonna lie, this is funny. I like how Ray has like tiny dragon horns on her. She's barking mad. Let's get going. Cowards, come back. And don't let me catch the slide. Don't you mind. Mind what? The case about Miko. Why should I maze May with or without the case? Kiana. You know, I've been a loner for as long as I could remember, but I no longer feel that way after knowing me. Ah, that's supposed to be my line. Well then, I'll be your sworn protector from now on. Thank you, Kiana. Thank you for always being there for me. This is sweet, guys. The girl often thought to be herself. Lucky it was for a friend like her. The girl did not know what a true friend was before meeting her. Okay, let me check comments real quick. Oh. Ah, that chair. I have to watch out for this chair. It moves slightly, and it's just like, ah. Alright. The girl found the one who mattered to her once more, perhaps. Oh, there she is. By another fate, Kujo, Kiana suddenly disappeared from the world. This is when Kiana went missing, I'm sure. Once more, perhaps the life regained peace and joke. Yeah. This is when Kiana left. And you notice May's in her battle suit that I like. Like, this is my favorite version of May that we've seen yet in the game. From then, I seem to have become a mere spectator who could only watch Kiana under the despair. So this is before the Naruto fight when May actually leaves her. I'm not gonna lie, this makes me want to start another stream and start playing Honkai the 3rd again. He's drifting away from me. I know protect everyone consuming our life. Now, if everything goes on like this, she'll be no longer a part of my world. Will I stand and watch my tears slip through my fingers as before? No. I'm no longer a child, and who could yeah, there she is in Honkai form. This is like perfect timing for what we're doing right now. Kiana, you're not leaving my ward without permission. Oh, that was fantastic. You're not leaving my ward without my permission. I'm not gonna lie, this is perfect where we are in game right now. This was a great video. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Okay, now we have one more video to watch. It's this one. Okay. Let's go ahead and begin. Also, remember this is on the Honkai 3rd channel, so make sure you support the original materials. Welcome. Anything I watch, and we will like because we are reacting to this.
Back to Honkai Operations Center. In recent stories of Honkai Impact 3rd, Mei has been the center of stage.
This is definitely an AI voice, not gonna lie. Okay, Operation Center, which is what we're at, this was 5 years ago. So we are in 2020 of the storyline of the game, it would seem like. So we're only 5 years behind. We are catching up. Like, we started at 2016, and we're catching up at an alarming rate, so that's good. Although we still have like the highest things to go through because each chapter gets longer from what I told. I think your kick is not updating chat again. I will check. You are right. Thank you so much. I will. I don't know why Kick does this, but you are right. Okay. Okay. There's actually a lot that it didn't update. Meaning she became a person where emotional morals and ethic. That's how she became a Herschel. Shut if up your children. I wish I can. Bad mouth talkers. If Mei didn't kill you, I will. Who is with me? Mei's army risen up. Sword Master Human is her dad. Yeah, I figured that. And then she actually Lily. Yeah, she did. I did know that. I just didn't want to say that on stream. But the Herschel May, not because she's depressed, but because Herschel May was afraid of Kiana becoming a false friend. Herschel May also loved Kiana by herself, that she became afraid of false reality, and Kiana hurt herself, but Kiana saved May still, yep. And that's the point where the Herschel May gave back the control to regular May to observe Kiana in her subconscious. If you live in the Philippines, you don't care of rain, we have floods. Oh, are you in the Philippines? Oh, okay. If you live in the Philippines, you don't care about rain, we have floods, yeah. Floods that we swim in. I'm so sorry. It was dead rats in but swim. I knew you would say that. I knew that you would say that. Want to replay HI3 again? I thought I understand completely. I told you as much as you would love HI3 as much as me. I do love heavy stories for sure. 100%. All right.
She returned to the city of Nagazora, regained her
that
Herschel
AI
powers,
voice,
and once again became the Queen of Thunder. How did this heiress of a multi-billion-dollar corporation turn into a Herrscher? What did she experience and witness? To answer these questions, we have divided Mei's journey into 4 parts: Origins, Valkyrie, Arc Fugitive, and Returning to Nagazora.
Okay. It seems like so there's going to be more timelines in this. I'm sure this video is old, but it is 5 years ago. So I'm sure Mei and Kiana have reunited somewhere in the story by now. It would be weird if they hadn't. It's not impossible, but I would assume that they have. We just haven't got there yet. So let me get a drink. I've been talking so much during these lore videos. But yeah, so you can see that this is where we are right now. This is my favorite version of Mei that we've seen. So
Mei Raiden was born on April 13, 1997 in the city of Nagazora. Her father, Ryoma Raiden, was the
So Mei is like 9 years younger than me. So weird, guys. I'm old now. All right.
head of Massive Electric Corporation. Mei's mother, however, passed away when she was young, and her name remained a mystery. Mei was enrolled in the elite high school of Chiba Academy. Only children of rich, powerful, and connected people could
Remember, we call it Chibi.
hope to study there. And Mei Raiden happened to be one of them, and she was so much more.
Okay,
She
so
was
this is not made. So this wasn't made by the last person. This is definitely in-game scene, like you were saying, because now they're showing this too. But it is a great scene.
Beautiful, tall, and intelligent. Everyone in school idolized her. But this didn't last forever. Disaster struck ME Corp that her father owned. Ryoma Raiden became a criminal, guilty of economic fraud, and went missing to avoid arrest. Mei's life was turned upside down. Her classmates and even teachers turned cold and ostracized her. That was when she learned that their friendship and adulation.
This is just to show the friendship and adulation.
Delicious deals on festive
And then
flavors.
we also
Holidays
want to
are
talk
better
about
at
food
fashions.
because I'm hungry.
Were only
Okay.
reserved for her family fortune and prestige, and those had disappeared
not have
when her
YouTube
father ran
comments.
away. Left alone to face an uncaring world, May soon became extremely jaded and started hearing a
Oh, look, there's that phrase jaded again. Everyone who talks about May goes, oh, she got jaded. She got jaded. It's like the catchphrase.
voice echoing in the darkness. It promised terrible powers. This world deserves to be destroyed. She chose to become a Herrscher and ignited the 2014 Honkai outbreak in Nagazora. Millions died as a result. While May reveled in her new powers, a mysterious silver-haired transfer student named Kiana Kaslana suddenly appeared to stop her. Instead of trying to kill May for destroying the city, Kiana appealed to her human conscience. With her help, May successfully subdued the Herrscher within, and Kiana quickly became a close friend. The two girls met Bronya, and the three of them worked together to flee the stricken city. They were then taken into custody by Himeko.
Yeah, so we saw this happening, and I didn't know that Himeko took them into custody. I'm sure they said it somewhere, but if it was early game, remember, I didn't really get it. I know Kiana calls Himeko auntie and Teresa as well, but
a Valkyrie of Shiksal's Far East branch. Teresa Apocalypse, who's in charge of the Far East branch, used all her powers and
wait, Teresa Apocalypse? I didn't realize that was her whole name. Is she actually related to Otto? Like, are they siblings?
resources to enroll the three girls into her own Valkyrie training school, St. Freya High.
I didn't realize that her last name was Apocalypse. Now, they probably said it, and I just didn't realize it. A lot of the Teresa like gameplay and stuff that we've done so far was like at the very beginning of the game, so it's just like I was still getting my bearings. So I didn't realize that her name was Apocalypse. That's interesting. Let me double check and make sure that my I'm gonna have to watch Kick a lot more often. It has like some kind of I don't know, the dashboard for streamers doesn't always update, and I don't know why. Okay. I told you, nope, they have not met yet. It will happen in chapter 32. Yeah, I know they haven't met yet, but I'm saying that they've met in the future. Like, the game's on chapter over 50 now, right? So, yeah, I figured that they would. So 13 chapter before they meet again. That's fine. Makes sense. It would be a long time, like Naruto was a long time. So.
And that was May Raiden, an ex-heiress once worth billions who lost both her parents, became ostracized, acquired Herrscher powers, destroyed a city, met two very good friends, and started training to become a Valkyrie and defend the world against the Honkai. May was ever fearful of the Honkai within her, and agreed to let Himeko implant a heart bomb. The bomb has a sensor that will start a countdown if it detects Herrscher impulses within May. During her training, May and her friends Kiana and Bronya took on many missions that included stopping an ancient Honkai monster, Chio, and recovering a runaway battleship known as the Selene.
Nice. I remember this Selene stuff.
May also demonstrated her superb cooking abilities. She even learned to play video games. But things would once again turn for the worst. Shortly after graduating as fully minted Valkyries, May, Kiana, and Bronya were sent to Shiksal's Oceania branch
Oh, this was like our first main quest.
to recover a Herrscher core, the Gem of Desire. The gem was placed in an ex-Valkyrie named Wendy.
Yeah, so this was a whole Wendy stuff that we went through, and we had to fight Wendy like 3 or 4 times.
Who served as its human vessel. But Wendy eventually lost control and became a Herrscher herself. While the young Valkyries battled Wendy, Kokolia from Shiksal's rival faction of Anti-Entropy ambushed them, using a brain chip implant to control Bronya and capture both Wendy and May. While May was held as a prisoner to be experimented upon for her Hersher powers, Bronya chose to sacrifice herself by burning out her brain chip so that Kiana and the others could rescue.
I remember this. She felt very, she actually felt very close to me, much closer than I thought she would, but it's because the three of them are like a trio or whatever. But Bronya felt very, like, this was Bronya's story arc for like 5-7 chapters, right? For being like this.
May and escape. May soon realize that her
In fact, you can say Bronya, it was the first character that they really chose to develop. This was like the thing that they set in motion for her to develop. And then we went through a whole bunch of stuff with Bronya, and then it was Kiana, and then it was May, and it's still May right now, but yeah.
often suffered grievously just to save her. A sense of helplessness and a matching desire to get stronger began to grow in her heart.
Your new favorite view city.
Well, between Ray and everything, there was Rita, of course. We got a lot of lore with Rita. We got a lot of lore with Teresa. Actually, I should have thrown Teresa in there too, because we were Teresa for a long time, even with the Sea Aquana stuff before Bronya.
In all languages waiting for you. Find it with 25%
Himiko
off
and Teresa, and then yeah.
Get to the root of hair loss with personalized
We've been through a lot
treatments through
so far.
hymns.
That wasn't the end of the bad news. As Teresa and the Far East Branch worked around the clock to wake Bronya from her coma, Sheiksaul Overseer Otto Apocalypse suddenly abducted Kiana and took her to his secret headquarters. It turned out that the Overseer always had a secret plan of reviving a Hersher known for her burning hatred against humanity. May, once hopeful that she could protect the world as a Valkyrie, realized that she simply wasn't strong enough. Bronya went into a coma to save her, Kiana was kidnapped, and her ultimate superior, Otto Apocalypse.
That seems to happen to Kiana a lot. I'm just saying. She was captured like 4 or 5 times in the span of like 3 chapters. And I know she allowed herself to get captured once, but then she got captured again.
Turned out to be a scheming supervillain who would soon unleash a terrible Honkai disaster.
Yeah, he's Toledo of humanity, everybody. Yeah.
Upon the entire planet. Once again, May's life entered another pivotal moment. Kiana was revealed to be an artificial clone designed by Otto that served one purpose only: to serve as a vessel to Sirin, the second Hersher who was defeated in the year 2000. To rescue Kiana and stop the impending Honkai eruption, Teresa of the Far East Branch rebelled against Overseer Otto.
Okay, just making sure my kick is working. Okay, so I told you that Teresa is a clone of Karen. Yeah, you did say that, combined with Honkai Base. You did. You're on chapter 20. I just didn't realize her name was Apocalypse. Okay, but she's a clone. Okay, just like Kiana is a clone.
Otto. May also became part of the alliance forged by Teresa and Anti-Entropy. And together they fought their way into the headquarters of Sheiksaul itself. While battle raged, Sirin began to stir in her slumber. The second Hersher gradually assumed control over Kiana's body and summoned a horde of Honkai beasts. To help clear the way to the possessed Kiana, Teresa decided to remove the heart bomb from May. May was grateful for Teresa's trust. Armed with the power of the Hersher within, she easily defeated numerous enemies. But all her struggles were in vain. When the rebels stepped into the heart of Sheiksaul, Sirin's persona had already succeeded in fully possessing Kiana. A terrible battle followed. Sirin tore away the Gem of Conquest from May's body and acquired even greater powers.
I'm not gonna lie, that scene was so fast. It's all like, oh, my gem. It takes the gem away, and that was just it. There wasn't no after thing. Like, the game was in its infancy back then, so it's just like, it was really quick, it happened really fast, and you're like, goodbye.
The brutal removal of the Hersher core also took May out of the fight. Just when all hope was lost, Himeko entered into the fray and bravely fought Sirin. Her selfless fight gave everyone the time they needed to escape. Teresa and the exhausted rebels withdrew from Sheiksaul. They failed to stop auto-unseating and became fugitives on the run. The Battle of Shiksal was yet another blow in Mei's life. She couldn't save her best friend. Sirin even took Mei's core, gaining greater powers to wreak havoc on the entire planet. And in the face of such an enemy, Mei's only option was to flee. Having been on the run for 4 months, Teresa came across witness reports of Kiana at Arc City, located in Shenzhou. Teresa, Bronya, and Mei tried contacting...
This was a great arc. This actually made me start loving the game, is this whole arc right here where Kiana was on the run. It was so well done. And then we got more Rita backstory and everything. It was so great. We also learned more about like the Immortal Blades and stuff like that. I really think this was the start of me like being captivated by the game.
Intel dealer named Grey Serpent. Instead, they came across the Ningyo, a cyborg girl who might know Kiana's whereabouts. But Shiksal's agent Rita suddenly appeared and defeated the 3 fugitives. They were forced to retreat with the Ningyo. The bad news was that the Ningyo no longer had any useful data after being formatted by Rita. Mei, who felt she had been performing poorly in battle, asked Dr. Tesla to make her an augmented battlesuit to work better with...
I like this augmented battlesuit. This is my favorite version of Mei so far.
...through residual Hersher powers. Meanwhile, the fugitives also decided to split their forces in 2. Teresa would respond to...
And also, I agree with Mei not being great in battle. I didn't like any Mei suit prior to that. I thought her range kind of stunk. I did think she had a good, well, not great, but a decent sidestep move. But yeah, I purposely didn't play Mei because of that kind of stuff.
Leah's request and head to the Deep, located in the Pacific, to retrieve the Gem of Desire.
Yep, the Gem of Desire. What a mess that was. Okay. Remember, they don't know that Himiko died already. They only know that Himiko is missing in action for quite a long time. In Chapter 24, they confirm Himiko's death. Okay. I actually was not aware that they didn't know, but thank you. They probably said it, and I probably missed it in a small, like, thing. Head to the location to receive the...
Mei and Tesla would return to AE headquarters with the Helios to repair the Ningyo for data...
I didn't care about the Sea Iguana, everything. I liked the Welt lore, and I did like some of the revelations in it. I thought overall, and I know it was important for Bronya. I know it was important for, like, it's important in the story. I just felt like it kept on going and going and going. Like, the Sea Iguana just never ended. And I feel like they could have shortened it or made it more exciting somehow. That's just my opinion. But again, this was pretty early in the game.
Whereabouts. While Mei and Tesla worked on the Ningyo, the cyborg suddenly conveyed a message from Rita. Rita revealed that Kiana was indeed in Arc City to investigate a mysterious serpent-backed company. Kiana even agreed to form a temporary alliance with Rita. But Rita soon walked into a world serpent trap and lost her S-rank Valkyrie powers. Kiana was also captured by the world serpent. With little options left, Rita thus decided to call Mei for support. Though suspicious of Rita, Mei would not give up any chance of reuniting with Kiana and went back to Arc City eventually. Mei was also surprised that Rita did not lie and even tried working with her. Mei did get what she wanted. Reuniting
this was so adorable.
With Kiana,
Sisters,
she asked her friend to return to the Hyperion. However, Kiana chose to stay in Arc to stop the World Serpent from creating an artificial Honkai eruption in the city. A World Serpent mercenary named Raven tried to stop Kiana, and the 2 girls fought her off, only to realize that Raven succeeded in delaying them. A wounded Mei could only see her friend tapping into the Forbidden Void powers to send the detonating Honkai reactor away from the city and save millions of people.
And then she got captured again.
Kiana passed out from overexerting herself and fell. Her
like I said, captured again.
The descent was stopped by a tree that sprouted from a lance. Mei rushed forward to save her friend, only to find out that Durandal, the most powerful S-rank Valkyrie of Shiksal, had arrived first.
This is what happens when you arrive first.
and this Valkyrie was ordered to take Kiana away. No matter how hard May fought, she couldn't stop Durandal. Once again, the cruel hands of fate tore them apart. The attempted reunion with Kiana at Arc City only deepened May's angst. She was too weak to stop Sheiksaw, and her weakness allowed them to take Kiana.
Yep.
Though imprisoned at Sheiksal's Vemur Labs in North Africa, Kiana managed to escape during the chaos caused by a world serpent attack. She used her void powers again and teleported herself to Nagazora, the place where she first met May. Dr. Tesla detected the energy fluctuations from Kiana's teleportation, and thus the fugitives headed toward the city that was destroyed by the Honkai eruption 3 years ago.
Yep.
May and Tesla arrived at the city ruins and tried looking for Kiana. Instead, they found scavenging children living in shelters who survived the Honkai disaster. And the sensei protector of these children who helped build their shelters was none other than Raven, the
Who
world's
is a Natasha lookalike.
serpent
Or
mercenary
it's Natasha the Raven lookalike, whoever.
that May fought in Arc City. When facing rising sea levels and Honkai resurgence, and also due to her need to protect the children, May agreed to set aside hostilities and join forces with Raven. Together, they located Kiana's whereabouts and even defeated the Honkai dragon Benares that was trying to protect its queen. Then Raven revealed her intent for coming to Nagazora. She wanted to kill Kiana and end the threat of the Honkai she poses. Nevertheless, Raven gave May a chance to stop herself. May
I
drew
said
her-
this when they showed this before. Like, this was before we fought Raven. This May stance right here was fantastic. Like, that, like, that's just a really cool pose for her. I always thought that. And I said it during my stream too, so. By the way, were you surprised that Raven was the sensei? I was not in that stream. Yes and no. I didn't realize that she was a Natasha lookalike till someone else told me in my stream, and I was like, oh, she does kind of look like Natasha, and she runs orphanages. I guessed Raven about 5 seconds before she came on stream. Or on screen. I was all like running through my head who it could be, because I know the stream before you were talking about it. I was like, who could it be? I was like, Raven, and Raven popped up. It was right before she popped up. But yeah, I was not surprised because I came up with it like seconds before. But again, I wasn't 100% sure it was her. So again, not super surprising, but a little surprising. Like 15% surprising. All right.
blade without hesitation and ended her brief alliance with Raven. But without her Hersher gem, May was no match against Raven. The mercenary even scoffed at her, calling her no different than an ordinary human. May knew that Raven would kill Kiana once she was defeated. She decided to sacrifice herself and started concentrating Honkai energy within her. Raven was shocked. She just witnessed a coreless ex-Hersher releasing a sudden burst of terrible power. She therefore allowed May to take Kiana away. After enduring many battles and defeats, May was finally able to bring Kiana home. But then Dr. Tesla told her the bad news.
Yep.
The 3 Hersher cores within Kiana had overloaded her body with Honkai infection. She had less than 2 months to live. May found herself utterly helpless after hearing the bad news. She also found that Kiana had lost several senses and could not even taste the food she cooked.
Correct.
The world serpent, however, was
even though Kiana lied about it, but that May was testing her.
well aware of the relationship between May and Kiana. Kevin Kaslana, the sire of the world serpent, met May in person. He was a previous era survivor and lauded as their most powerful warrior. Kevin promised May that the world serpent could save Kiana's life, and that would require May to simply become a Honkai Hersher once again. Once May became a Hersher, one of the Hersher cores
comes the
infecting
fight.
Kiana would dissipate and reappear in May instead, greatly reducing Kiana's infection.
Yep.
But May would have to leave Kiana and join the World Serpent to ensure that their grand project succeeds. And when Project Stigma successfully reforms the human race and defeats the Honkai, Kiana would no longer have to sacrifice herself to protect the world. To save
In her words, she will become a sinner to save Kiana. Is this an AI voice? Yeah, I said it at the beginning of the video. I'm pretty sure it's an AI voice. It doesn't sound like real voice. The way they say words and everything, I believe it's an AI voice. I could be wrong, but I think it is. I would say I'm 97% sure that this is an AI voice. I have no clue because 5 years ago was there AI voices. Yeah, AI voices have actually lasted since 2000. Now they have been really bad in the past, but I had a stroke when I was born, and I used to use Dragon speaking software and Dragon typing software when it was like brand new, right? And they had AI voices inside. Like AI voices have been around since like 2000 for sure. But yeah, this is a more advanced AI voice. But yes, definitely, 2020 there was definitely AI voices.
Save her dying friend, May accepted the serpent's offer without hesitation. And shortly after making her choice, a channel into the Sea of Quanta suddenly...
Listen to how he's saying the words and how fast it is in between syllables and everything. That's how, like, a lot of times those are AI voices.
Making her choice, a channel into the Sea of Quanta suddenly appeared.
You can hear the hint of non-human talking.
In Nagazora. It turned out that Otto had fired the second divine key to create a channel right through the sea. And this was only possible because of the deal that Kevin and Otto made a few days ago. Kevin told May that she should take this chance to absorb Honkai energy seeping from Nagazora and complete her metamorphosis. Everything that began in Nagazora would end in the same city. 3 years ago, Kiana stopped May from becoming a Hersher, and the two girls became best friends. And now, May has decided to become a Hersher once more, just to save Kiana. When the transformation is complete, May will have to betray her friends and join forces with the enemy. But that's the price she needs to pay. Entering the darkness is the only way she can return Kiana to bliss. We're happy that you managed to stay with us and reach the end of this video. We would also like to know what you think about the story so far, and what you would like to see next. Background history of the factions such as the World Serpent, Sheiksal, and Anti-Entropy? Or background stories of characters on your Valkyrie roster. Perhaps even secret technologies of the previous era.
See, did you hear how he said Valkyrie? Or Valkyrie? However he said it, that's totally AI.
Do leave your opinions in the comments section. We'll see you next time.
That was a great video, though. Totally AI voice, so. May could have easily won with her Herschel in the kitchen. If rescuing you is a sin, I'll gladly be a sinner. May Herschel Thunder. I've only realized that the story has come so far. A lot happened. Whatever. Okay. So anyway, that's all lore videos for tonight. I will be back on the Honkai 3rd track tomorrow. I'm taking this weekend off on most things, so I'm gonna make a lot of content on YouTube, or at least try to, and I'm gonna stay up with HI3 probably all weekend just to try to power through a lot of the story and everything. Get all those videos out for people and everything, so you should be able to watch Honkai 3rd every day from me this week, except for Sunday, maybe? I don't know. We're celebrating early Christmas with my family because my sister and the nephew and the niece is going to Disneyland. So we wanted to celebrate as a family before they went. So we will probably... I might be back Sunday night because they do go to bed early. So I will plan for Sunday, but I can't guarantee Sunday. But Saturday and Friday for sure. Thank you so much. Make sure you support the original videos, of course. And thank you, everybody. Have a great night.